Are you looking to gain a competitive edge for your HVAC business and generate an extra couple of jobs a month? Well, stick around because I'm going to be sharing with you 6 HVAC SEO secrets that your top competitors don't want you to know about. Secret number 1, treat your website like it's real estate. It should be no surprise to you that the top competitors in your area are paying close attention to their site. As you can probably see that their sites are optimized, they probably look nice, and they're probably spending a lot of money on their site because they know the value of having a good online presence. So you want to start treating your website with more respect and pay more attention to it. The reason being is, think about it like if you owned a home. You want to make sure that your home is presentable and you want to be able to generate some income with your home. Maybe you rent it out for the weekend, or maybe you have, you take a vacation and you rent it out on Airbnb. Right now your home is able to generate you an extra couple $1,000, just like your site can be used to generate you an extra couple of jobs a month. So start treating it more like real estate, pay more attention to it, and I guarantee you're going to start to see a noticeable difference the moment you start actually paying attention to your site. Number 2, that's going to be competitor research. So how do you do competitor research? Well, all you're going to do is you're going to type in HVAC and your location, and it will give you a whole list of a bunch of HVACs in your area. All you're going to do is you're going to take a look at each one of them, maybe about 5 to 6, write them down, look at their website, see if there's a reason why you think that they might be outranking you. Chances are they probably have more video, more content. They have a better call to action, which we're all going to get to in the next secret or in a couple of secrets down. But for now, you're just going to want to make a list of this, maybe put it on an Excel sheet, maybe write it down with a pen and paper or whatever. And you're going to want to look at who's ranking in the organic search, who's ranking in the organic maps, and even some of the Google ads. See if it's super competitive. Because a pro tip, you're not going to be able to rank for HVAC in Los Angeles overnight, especially if you have a very low domain rating and a very new website. It's going to be very hard to outrank some of the larger companies overnight, especially even in the next couple of months. If you really don't take SEO that seriously, it's going to be next to impossible. So what you want to do is you want to focus on service-related, low-volume key phrases. All that means is you're going to want to type in a key phrase that maybe not many people are searching for. The way you can tell is this over here is a phrase that is searched a bunch, and this over here is a phrase that's not searched so much. As you can see over here, there's not as much chaos going on, there's not as much clutter in the organic search, where over here you have a whole bunch going on. So what you're going to want to do is just type in, AC repair, or AC installation plus your local location. As you can see, we're ranking our client for emergency HVAC services in Tucson, and they're ranking number 1 in the organic listings and also in the organic maps. They're ranking number 3. So just take a look at who your competitors are, take a look at their title tags, and just kind of scout them out and see if you can get a feel for it. Now, what you want to also do is utilize some free tools. I recommend using something like Ubersuggest or Answer the Public, Google Keyword Planner. These are all free tools that you can use that are going to really help you with your keyword research. So that's tip number 2, and let's get on with tip number 3. Number 3, NAP consistency. NAP stands for name, address, and phone number. And if your company is, let's say, Bill's Heating and Cooling, you want to make sure that you're not putting Bill's Heating and Refrigeration on your site and listing Bill's Heating and Cooling on Google My Business. This is going to hinder your results on Google Maps. It's going to confuse Google, and to be completely honest, it's going to also confuse a lot of potential customers, because if you're going by different names, it shows that you don't have, authority with your own business. It's going to lead to mistrust, and you just want to have a consistent name. Address, if you go by 22 Elm Street, or let's say that's where you get your mail, but you put 22 Elm ST, that's also going to hinder your results. It's going to confuse the search, and so you really want to make sure that everything is consistent. Same with your phone number. If your phone number is a 1-800 number, but you sometimes use your local region number, and you put that on Google Maps or you put that on another directory, it's going to also confuse the search when they're crawling and stuff like that on different citation listings. So make sure that your name, address, and phone number is consistent. This is going to help you rank higher in Google Maps, and it's going to also just overall boost your trust. So make sure to keep your name, address, and phone number consistent. Number 4, do your own research for your own site. Does your site have an SSL certificate? That's this thing over here. Basically, it's a verification that says that your site connection is secure, and if someone has a really aggressive antivirus software, it's going to say that their connection is not secured, and chances are if a potential customer sees that, they're going to click right off. Number 2, is anything not loading right? If I were to go on your website, do you think I'd find any missing images, an outdated footer, or something that doesn't work on your site? You want to make sure that there are no errors or no visible errors on your site before you start to market it in front of thousands of people. Number 3, how long does it take to load your site? Is there anything wrong with your site's load time? Does it take more like 6 to 8 seconds to load rather than your competitors taking 2 to 3 seconds? You want to make sure that your site loads quickly and nicely, because if it doesn't load quickly, people are just going to bounce right off, right? So you want to make sure that that's the case. And number 4, how does your site look on a mobile device? If I were to pull up my phone right now and look up an HVAC near me and you came up, do you think I'd actually be able to find and navigate your site pretty easily? If not, you want to maybe hire a web designer to make sure that your site is mobile friendly. Number 5, engaging content. You want to make sure that you have engaging content for your site. Make sure that your site is presentable in front of a bunch of people, and make sure that there's, videos, images of your team, current projects, and stuff like that. Number 6, and last but not least, is you want to make sure that there's clear call to action. Make sure that your audience is encouraged to do something rather than just sit there. Make a, hey, book a free consultation now, or get a free estimate, or something like that, and people are going to engage with your site more. So let's go on to number 5. Number 5, be proactive on Google My Business. You're going to want to be active on Google My Business and update posts. Create some posts that are basically recapping the jobs that you guys have done, showing some of your teammates. Put that in the Google My Business photos area. Google likes to see photos of your team as well as normal people, because especially if I'm owning a home and I'm inviting an HVAC technician over, I'd like to see what they look like beforehand. So just do that. It's a great way to just build trust, and it also makes your company look more open and friendly. Now, how do you handle bad reviews? Well, obviously the good reviews are the ones that are the easiest to respond to. You just say, hey, thanks, thank you so much for your feedback. You can go on and on. But the bad reviews are the ones where we sometimes lose our temper. All you're going to want to do is just say, hey, we're sorry if we made a mistake on our end, and please contact so-and-so to let us know how we can make it right. You can say, hey, email us or call us or whatever, and let us know how we can make this right. If you get a ghost email or a ghost review and basically they say, nothing, you're just going to want to say, hey, we don't have any recollection working with you. If we did mess up, please contact this number or email and let us know how we can make the situation right. Never bash your customers or any bad review, because it makes you look like a child and it looks really unprofessional. So just keep that in mind when you're responding to reviews. Number 6, make pages that are relevant. All you're going to want to do is create a bunch of pages that are relevant to the services that you offer. So many times do I see HVAC contractors just have home services about and contact, and that's it. You want to make sure that you're talking about all of your services: mobile home heating repair, car AC repair, if that's something you guys do, or anything that has to do with maybe commercial HVAC repair or installation or anything like that. Make pages for each one of these. And now the best way to figure out what kind of content to create, especially for blogs, is go to Answer the Public, type in something like AC repair, and you're going to get hundreds of questions that people are asking all across the internet about AC repair. How much does AC repair cost? What is done during AC repair? How can I repair my own AC, right? A bunch of questions that are going to be great for creating pages, blogs, and stuff like that, because the more pages and blogs and posts and stuff like that you have, the more authority you get, and the more likely you are to be found by specific, questions and stuff like that. So definitely create more pages. The more pages you have, the better, but make sure that you're also creating relevant pages, because if you don't do a specific service and you claim to, and you get caught, it's not going to look good on you guys. But you guys already knew that. So just make sure that you guys are creating relevant pages, and make sure that you're internally linking them to each other. So if you have one page that says AC repair and another page that says AC installation, and on the AC repair you say, if you need a new AC installed, and then that text is highlighted, it links to the AC installation page. This is going to create authority, and it's going to boost your SEO, and it's going to rank you higher in the Google search. Last but not least, and this is going to be a bonus tip, is going to be doing the HTML SEO, so on-page SEO. So like I mentioned before, you're going to want to also check your internal links. Make sure that your site is internally linking to each other. And one of the things that you can do is, if you're using WordPress, or if you're using Squarespace or something like that, is you're going to want to just change the meta descriptions, include your keyword, sprinkle it on like a little bit of salt, and just make sure that you are inserting your keywords every now and then, like best Philadelphia HVAC repair is here, or whatever, or something like that, or like reliable AC installation in Los Angeles, or something like that. It's going to help you get that authority and get that relevancy that you need to rank higher in Google Maps and in Google organic search. Make sure not to overdo it, because Google's going to penalize you if you just put nothing but AC installation on one page. You want to be reasonable, you want to use it sparingly, but you also want to make sure that you're building that relevancy. So you're also going to want to take a look at the heading tags, heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, and heading 4 tags. You can take a look at the heading 5 and heading 6, but not many people use that these days. Image alt attribution texts, that's designed for if you're blind, right? You want to make sure that you're describing the image. Maybe it's an HVAC technician in Los Angeles repairing a furnace, right? It's going to help you a little bit with your Google map search, and it's also going to help explain what your image is about and build that authority to your overall site. So if you have any questions about this stuff, definitely reach out to me. I'm more than happy to speak with any one of you guys. You can contact me at 917-747-4234, or you can email info@jcsearch.com. And I thank you for watching this video.